Oh no, it's happening again. I'm dying.
Put a fucking pad on, you weirdo. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Gaby.
I'm Cassie, and welcome back to the Femininomenon Podcast.
Welcome back, my babies.
Hello, my babies. I realized that I don't do them at the same time. They're delayed. There's a fucking delay on my wave. I think maybe at some point I messed up my fingers. I don't know. Who cares? Welcome back.
I don't know why I fixated on that. Okay. Well, welcome.
Welcome. Come on in. The water's fine.
Come on in. So, this week we are here to talk about something that women with vaginas experience every month.
Dun, dun, dun.
Freaking ant flow, the Red River, our periods.
Shark Week.
Shark Week. What else do we call
That's
it?
what I call it. Shark Week. Uncle Tom.
Menzies.
Yeah,
don't know.
there was another.
A massacre
There
in
was
my
another one.
freaking pants.
I usually, my go-to is Shark Week.
I say I'm dying a lot. I say,
yeah,
oh no, it's happening again. I'm dying.
All right.
Sorry. You know them, you hate them.
Oh, riding the Crimson Wave.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Go ahead. I've heard that.
No, that was it.
Go on. You were saying something.
No, that was it. I was going to say, you know them, you hate them. The periods that we get every month, or every other month or every 6 months. There's not enough research on women's health care. So, it's all my fellow girlies who don't get them once a month regularly. Hi, I'm with you. I see you. But yeah, we're here to talk about that. We're here to talk about being a woman and everything that goes along with it, I guess. So I think we're going to jump right in. I am going to tell you guys my first period story.
Yay!
It's kind of boring. I wish it was more eventful. I wish it was more exciting. But thankfully, I had some really good friends at the time. So actually, I got mine. It was 7th grade. And I was in school at the time of getting it. And I remember just being like, what the frick? What the fuck? Like, I don't know what's going on with my body. Like, I knew I have older sisters, so I know like what periods are, but I could be as prepared as possible, and I still was not prepared for it to happen. So
Girl, nobody is.
Yeah. So I freaked out. I did what any girl would do. I wrapped my entire underwear in toilet paper. I walked out of the bathroom. I asked some friends and they graciously gave me a pad. Now, that is my first period story. I do have a little bit of a traumatic one, and I have another one.
Please share it.
So
Yes.
these are traumatic. Well, the first one's traumatic. The second one's just funny and also gross. Because I was stupid and I was young. So the first one was when my mom was teaching me how to use a tampon. It was god awful. So I had one of the ones, like I said, I had older sisters. So I had one of those applicators that was it was packaged to be mini, but like the applicator clicks out and then you push it. Yeah. So my mom was teaching me with one of those out of everything. She didn't grab a regular tampon. No, she showed me how to use it with that. Yeah. And she told me, she was instructing me. Of course. She was instructing me how to pull it all the way back until it clicks and then to insert it. And she left the bathroom. Now, knowing that she showed me on this applicator, I figured that she had clicked it into place when she said you click it into place.
No.
So I as a 14-year-old or 13, I don't know what age, it doesn't matter. I did not click it all the way back, and I proceeded to try to shove it in. Okay. So it didn't go in at all. It stayed right where it was.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
call her into the
no.
bathroom and she's like, "Well, no, you did it wrong. You have to do it until it clicks." And I was like, "Well, you you kind of told me already that you were doing that, so I figured you were doing that." And she was like, "Okay, well, you're just going to use the same one, pull it back until it clicks and push it in." And at this point, the tampon applicator at the tip was already stretched out. So when when I inserted it, it went up and scraped the first layer of skin off of me. And I put it in at the wrong angle. So not only was it raw down there, it also was I couldn't even sit. She was like, "You know, you have it in right when you can sit down and it's, semi-comfortable. It's not, painful." So I screamed and she came back in and I told her everything. And she was like, "Well, now you're going to have to pull it out." That was the first time I ever put a tampon in. And it was the same first time that I ever had to pull a dry tampon out.
Oh, that's so
I stayed away from tampons until my next period. I said, "I'm not doing this again. I'll try next month. Thank you very much." So that happened.
Oh.
Then, a few years down the road, I'm at a concert. I happen to be on my period. And look,
That's never fun.
I'm not proud of this. It is gross. But I was in the pit. I was fully surrounded. And I had to change my tampon. If I were to somehow get out of the pit to go use the bathroom, I would not be able to find my friends. They would be lost forever to me. So I did what...
I need a play-by-play on how that was possible. No.
I was at
how?
Yeah.
No, how?
Yeah, I was at a 1975
Were you wearing
concert.
a dress? Were you wearing a skirt?
I
What
was
the outfit?
wearing...
How many people were there? Were people looking?
Right. So I was wearing jean shorts.
It's not going to work for me.
They were the kind of jean shorts that were like not hemmed or anything, but they looked like they had been cut, and they were like not ruffled.
Like the frayed ones.
The frayed ones. Thank you very much. They were the frayed ones, and they were a little bit looser on the thighs. And I was wearing underwear underneath.
You did the side swoop.
I did the side swoop. And I had a tampon that came in a resealable package. So
You used it with the other one.
I took the new clean tampon and in the applicator. I took that out. I pulled my tampon out, put it in the package, put the new tampon in, put the applicator in the package, sealed it up, and I threw it underneath everybody's legs towards the stage. And I kept going.
How did no one notice is my thing.
Because we were packed in, I swear to you, like sardines. I
know, but there's no way you weren't like, "Guys, I need..."
No.
Sorry.
No, because I didn't need coverage. Everybody was my coverage. I swear to you, I was having an anxiety attack at a different point of this concert because I'm very claustrophobic. My friend, who is taller than me, was behind me, and she's very well endowed in the front. I'll just say that. I had to lay back on her chest and look up at the ceiling so I could get fresh air. I'm telling you, we were nut to butt in this pit. Damn. And I threw it, and I'm not proud of it, but that is something that I carry with me. Also, at the same exact concert, I ran into the men's room to go pee with all of my friends because the women's bathroom was packed and the line was out the door. And I said, "I'm not doing that." I walked into the men's bathroom and they said, "You can't be in here." And I said, "Suck my dick." And then I went to the bathroom. So yeah, that's kind of a taste of how I was at 16. So not proud of it, but it did happen.
Love. Okay. Awesome. All right.
But yeah, that was my first period story and a few others. But I'm very curious, how was your first period?
Thank you for sharing those. That was hilarious. I'm doing my best to understand how you were able to do it, how you were able to accomplish such a feat. I can't grasp it. I can't fathom it, but I do commend you. If I had a hat, I'd tip it.
Thank you.
And I wish I had cool period stories like that. I do not. I can tell you about when I got my first period and then other dumb stories, but my first period was silly. So I grew up in a very sheltered religious household, so everything was taboo. Like we didn't have the talk with my mom or anything like that.
Right.
So I really relied on the public school system to hook me up with the information I needed. And as an early bloomer, I had not yet watched the video that everyone watches.
The birds and the bees.
I got my, yeah. And I don't know if everyone watches the same thing, but in Virginia, you watch the one where the girl goes to the sleepover and she gets her period. And then the mom is like, it's okay, honey, here's a pad. And she's like, periods, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
But that's not how it happened to me. And I hadn't watched that video yet. Well, that being said, aside from being very sheltered, my mom was very strict. And so like I couldn't just like dirty stuff or like whatever. She'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Right. And I remember being like so nervous when it happened because I was also at school. I was in 5th grade. I was 9. Like barely, I'm sure about to be 10. I don't remember what time of the year, but it was during school. So I went to the bathroom, and warning for anyone who thinks periods are gross, episode's about periods. I'm going to get into it. When you spot, first, blood is red, but as it sits, it's a little darker.
Yep.
Well, I went to the bathroom and I saw little dark spots. They didn't look red. So I said, oh my God, I shit my pants. Oh my God.
Incredible.
I'm toast.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I'm potty trained. My mom's going to rip me a new one
You're in
for
5th
shitting
grade.
my pants at school.
You're in 5th grade. You shouldn't be pooping
Yeah,
yourself.
No. So I was like, oh my, hey, as the kids say, I'm cooked.
You're right.
Right? And I was like, oh my God, now what? And I wasn't going to tell anybody I pooped my pants. I'm going to ask for help.
Of
Hey, can
course.
somebody help me? I poop my pants. That's humiliating. In the DMV, people are mean.
At the DMV.
And so so I threw my underwear away. So that was fun. Well, no, at the bathroom one, I first like cleaned it up, I think. Yeah, I cleaned it. No. The first underwear, I threw it away because this was a several day situation.
Yeah.
That first day, I threw my underwear away, and I think I was wearing something that had undershorts or something like that. So I still had that second layer.
So you were okay.
I didn't feel like I was just wearing pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt okay, but I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Right.
Like, I'm just not going to mention it. Maybe my mom won't notice that I dirtied one less underwear or something. I don't know what my plan was. Nothing else happened that day.
Right.
So I was like, well, I guess today was just a shitty day.
We're not.
And whatever. The next day, it happened again. And I couldn't throw away my underwear. I don't remember why. It was something I was wearing, or I was like, my mom's going to notice my underwear's missing.
2 days in a row. I mean,
whatever.
she's
and I
counting
wiped.
them.
Luckily, it hadn't. Yes. Luckily, it hadn't like gotten crazy. But like, I went to go wipe. It was like a little bit. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'll clean myself up. Everything's good.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember if I lined it because at that time I still didn't know it was a period.
Yeah.
So I can't remember if I lined it or not. But I remember like I cleaned up. I did what I needed to do. I got home. And I then had stained it again, I think. Yes. Then I had stained it for real. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And it had gotten dark by then. I used to walk home. I'm assuming that walk was enough for it to get a little dark. I go to the bathroom and I was like, oh my, now what? I can't even throw it away in a public bathroom. The evidence is right here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God. So I take it off. I put it at the bottom of the bathroom trash can. I covered it up, whatever. And I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my God. Like clearly something's wrong.
Yeah.
I
You're dying.
would keep hiding it, but
you pooped yourself.
something's up.
Yeah.
I'm 9 years. I'm shitting my pants
2 days in a
and
row.
it's not. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's just happening to me.
Yeah.
I'm a victim to the poop, and every time I go to the bathroom, it's happening.
Right.
Now what?
Right.
Help! Like, so I was like, well, great. I'm gonna have to bring it up. Yeah, I'm about to get my ass beat. My mom gets home, and I'm like being sus. I'm really bad at being like nonchalant or sly about stuff. So I'll be like, this is me acting nonchalant, right? And I'm like trying to do
So
that.
nonchalant.
I'm like being weird. She's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, and she's like, what? I was like, I just really don't want to get. I start sobbing.
Right, because you've been
And
caught.
she's like, what is
pooping your
wrong? Calm
pants.
down. Yeah. She's like, calm down. I'm like, oh my God. No, like I promise, like it wasn't on purpose. And she's like, okay, what? And so I explained to her what happened over the past 2 days. And she just kind of looks at me. I was like, what? Where are your underwear? And I said, well, the one I threw at school and this one I threw away. And she's like, where'd you throw it away? I said, in the bathroom. She's like, show me. She was confused because for some backstory, my mom didn't get her period till she was like 16.
Right. So this is not usual for her.
No. And also my family also wasn't big on like talking about stuff. So for her, she knew about periods at that time, but her friends had gotten it so much earlier. She got it later. But she was like 9, like that. I'm assuming in her head, she was like, that doesn't make sense. Let me see what you're talking about. We go to the bathroom. I pull out the underwear and she loses it. She starts laughing, cackling. She's like, oh my God.
That's even worse.
She's like,
that's worse, actually.
She's like, yeah, you got your period. She's like, she said, ya te bajó sonsa or something like that. Like sonsa is like dummy. Like, but like, how was I going to know?
Right.
And I was like, oh, and she's like, here, gives me a pad. She was like, here, like it was the ones with the wings. So she's like, you're gonna go like that, wrap it around, you're fine. Puts me in the bathroom. And then I heard her outside laughing on the phone. So I don't know who she called. But that was my period. And I remember this was 2 days of agony, right? Being like, oh my God, how am I gonna break it to her? Like I'm a pants shitter and I'm 9.
Yeah.
And how am I gonna do this? Well, anyway, I got my period early and that's what happened there. You had a couple. I feel like I should add like a.
Well, first of all, thank you for being so brave.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's not easy to go through it, especially if you're 9.
Me. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. It was shitty.
Yeah. Not literally though.
No, thank God.
I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining little Gaby sitting on the toilet, going, "Oh my God, this is happening 2 days in a row now. Like, I'm dying. I've shit my pants twice. Like, what is going on?"
Literally. Because the first one, I was like, "What just happened? That maybe
oh my God.
I don't know. Was it hot? What was going on that I didn't feel like? Maybe I farted and it was just a little nasty. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it was just too much. And obviously, the next year." Or not the next year, it was later. Oh, that's kind of helping me gauge, actually. It was, since I was 9, I was in 5th grade. I think it must have been right before the video, because I remember I hadn't seen the video yet. And then when I did see the video that they show at school, I was like, that would have been helpful.
First of all, that would have been helpful. Second of all, that's not how mine went at all. So thanks so much.
No. And I wasn't at a sleepover. And somebody's really nice mom didn't come help me. My mom said, dumbass, put a fucking pad on, you weirdo. Like, you didn't shit your pants, Luther. Like, God dang it. So I wish it was more fabulous, but it wasn't.
No, it's kind of the most fabulous.
Say, when I learned.
It's the most fabulous.
I will say that I was scared of tampons at first because, again, sheltered child. My mom used tampons. I knew that much. But I went to a very, very deeply religious church. Mm-hmm. And they were like, tampons, you want to avoid them because they'll take your virginity. And it was like, okay,
right.
Well, yeah, do the math on that one. And whatever. It was like, nothing needs to be going in there until you get married. Okay. Tell that to my gynecologist. Anyway. Don't. Yeah, that's a whole different story. I'll tell you about how I got my first Pap Smear at 14.
Oh.
14?
Anyway,
let's talk about tampons.
Okay.
14? 29? My current age? 29? No, tampons. My mom really liked going to the pool. We had a pool at our apartment complex. Yeah. It was just like the community pool. It was hella buildings and this one little pool.
Yeah.
My mom was a big pool girl. I am not a pool girl. One, I'm an itchy girl. I got psoriasis. I got dermatitis. I got all of the itises. I get itchy. I don't like being in the pool. I was also a little bit rawr. Like I don't want to be outside. I'm a little bit Nemo.
Yeah.
And this wasn't for me. And then one summer my mom was like, no, you need to like stop being so like closed in or whatever. Like you need to go and socialize with people. I was like, I really don't want to go to the pool. Like I just don't have a good time at the pool. She was like, stop it. I was like, well, I'm on my period. And it used to work, right? And she goes, well, you can use a tampon. Like that's fine. And I was like, but I don't want to talk to people. And whatever. She's like, well, just try it. If you don't want to, fine, whatever. I ended up like, I think arguing enough that I was like, I didn't want to be in the pool. But she's like, but this will be nice if you ever go do something where you don't want to be having a pad and it's a lot easier, da. Which I already thought was weird because my mom was very strict. But she didn't give me any pointers. She gave me the box. So I was middle school at that point. So I looked something up and I saw something about a tip about putting your foot on the toilet and doing like the one leg up, one leg down thing. And that worked out, pointed towards your belly button. Yeah. And that was interesting. I'm now a cup or disc user. Love. I could not be happier. Yeah, way easier. So much better for your body and the environment, by the way, y'all. And it's good.
Period.
Anyway, and that's enough about my hoo-ha.
Wait, I thought we were going to talk about your Pap Smear. I think we need to talk about your Pap Smear. It's not a period story, but I need to hear about it.
About how I got I got a Pap Smear at 14.
That's insane.
I didn't realize till I was older that's not okay. Yeah, that's not okay. I went to Bolivia when I was 14 for the summer.
Right.
I turned 14 there. Because I was always like, my birthday was always like a week after school let out. It was so lame. And
kill.
It was whack. And my mom, a couple of years, it was I think altogether 3 or 4 that I went to Bolivia for the summer. That was one of them right before high school because I went to the doctor one because I was a chubbier kid. And well, according to those times, I guess, I personally still don't think I really was. And I went to go be with my family out there and like they would have me work out there and do all kinds of stuff. It was like fat camp, but international, but with my family. It was great. And yeah. And then my mom was like, it's a lot cheaper and you get a lot more access to different kinds of specialty care and da-da-da. Like I had x-rays, I had all kinds of stuff done when I went to Bolivia. Because here, I think it was at a time that I think I only had like, I either didn't have insurance or only partially covered insurance. And my mom being a single mom, like it was expensive. So she was like, well, why don't we have you get all your stuff done in Bolivia? However, which I would have been like, okay, a lot of people do that with kids in South America, Central America, but it's like some stuff just didn't need to happen, like my Pap Smear, and I didn't know. We went to a gyno's office, and my aunt's like, yeah, they're gonna do some tests, just gonna ask you some questions, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I
was like, okay, whatever. And my aunt was a, what are they called? Like an instrumentalist person. She did surgeries and stuff. She was a nurse too. And I just trusted her, like, yeah, take me wherever.
Yeah.
And we went, and the doc brings me in. She asked me a couple questions. My aunt is sitting right there. All the same things that you get asked when, and are you having this? And da-da-da-da. All the stuff. And she's like, all right, pop on the table. Let's take a gander, And I was like, at what? What do we mean? And that is then when, like, cold metal, speculum, all the thing. I remember that she did a swab and I hated it. And then we're done. And after that, I asked my aunt, like, why did I have to do that? And she's like, oh, that's just how they test, like, for your downstairs health or whatever. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But I remember being like, oh, okay, I guess this is how you do that. And I mentioned it later on, once I was in the military already, to a women's health doctor when I was having really bad periods. And I was like, yeah. And like nothing abnormal was found when I had my first Pap. And they're like, wait, but you're young. Like you already had a Pap. I was like, oh yeah. No, like my very first one when I was 14. And they were like, I'm sorry? What do you mean when you were 14? I said, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like
everybody else.
That's not, nope, you didn't need that. And I was like, oh. The end.
I cannot visualize why I don't understand why a 14-year-old would ever need one. Like, unless it's like an emergency.
No clue.
Like,
I still don't know. I still don't know. Like, it was for no reason, girl. Like, it was that, I remember for a couple days back to back, I had all kinds of medical appointments. They did x-rays to see if I was gonna, the bone growth and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And I remember them telling me, they're like, yeah, you're already like a year grown out. You're 15 years in your bones, but you're 14. You're probably as tall as you're gonna get. And they weren't wrong. I didn't grow.
Well,
So I remember it was back to back to back, but there was like, it was supposedly routine studies and doing like a full physical checkup like that, but there was no reason. I was not sick. I was not going through anything. I just had I had TMD. That's also where I got my brace fitted and everything.
yeah.
Like
Well,
my
okay, but
sleeping
that makes sense
guard,
because you
not
had
brace.
pain, so you got the pain taken care of.
Yeah.
At 14,
Yeah.
you were not experiencing pain down there. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
correct.
hey, why are we having an adult look up a child's vag? Unless it's itching and burning, you don't need to go in there and look in there and go in there. Leave my vagina alone.
At all.
Hello?
And nobody warned me. She just goes, all right, sit on down. And I remember, now, I don't know if it's exaggerated because of how like stressed and like confused I was at the time, but I remember her like actual like patient room was big. Like, it was her little front desk office area and some chairs and her like person at the desk, whatever. And then you went into her actual practicing room.
Right.
And it was huge. It was a really big room. Then she had her little desk off to the side. I remember that. And then the chair was almost like not in the middle of the room, but closer to the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And then she had like all her, doctor's shelves and crap. And that was it. And she was like, all right, hop on. And I was like, for what? And like, they didn't explain. She's like, all right, you're just going to feel whatever she said. It wasn't like how they say it here, pressure. I don't remember what all she said to me. I kind of blacked out. And all of a sudden I was like, that's not fun. That doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I still think it's weird. I remember asking my mom at one point, like, why did we do that? She's like, oh, we were just doing a checkup. And she like really didn't give me an answer.
I feel like this, like every single story you've had is basically just your mom not knowing anything about women's health and just like going along with it. Like, why do we not have more information on women?
Low key, yeah. It's that. I also think she was never that kind of gal. I mean, I have a little sister, and she even called me for period advice about tampons and stuff because my mom's just not that kind of gal. Like, she's not going to be like, yeah, and you should do this and that. She's going to be like, I don't know, Google it. Like, look it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. See,
so my sister called me and was like,
I am the 5th daughter out of 6. No sons at all.
Yeah.
So like my parents went through it. Like, my dad was not afraid to go shop for tampons by the time it was my turn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I could not imagine going through that and not having anyone to talk to about it. I mean, my older sister basically was going to like put my first tampon in for me, and I refused her. I said, "Oh no, I'm good. I'll learn how to do it on my own. Thank you." But like, I don't know. I grew up very different. My sisters were, we were very close. We were very, very close. We did everything together. So.
I love that. I would have loved that. And I'm blessed to have a little sister now. She's 12.
Yeah.
But, there's such a big age gap. I'm 29 now, and we didn't really grow up together. She was a baby. She was like my little baby doll for a little bit. When she was a baby, I just dressed her up and did all the things. But like, we didn't get to really coexist like that.
Yeah.
But I will say I always did love that. And a good envy towards the girls who had the big sister.
Yeah.
Like, that was always, I was like, oh, I wish I had a cool big sister and I can go to her room and be like, hey.
Well, she
so I
didn't
tried
like
to be
it.
the cool big sister, but I don't know if
didn't
my
like it
sister
very
would
much.
agree.
She didn't like it very much,
No?
but we all shared one bathroom too. So that definitely helped in bringing us closer, because if someone needed to shower while someone was going to the bathroom, you just had to shower. And we had glass doors for a long time for the shower. So it's like, get in. We all look the same. It's not a big deal. I know what yours look like because at some point mine looked like that. Now, granted, I grew out of that early on. So no one in my family,
very shy.
No one in my family had grown up with a bigger chest. So it was more so like they would say like, mine used to look like that at some point, and then it got to a point where I was like, well, mine used to look like that at some point, and now mine have surpassed yours. So it was just funny. But yeah, growing up with one bathroom and 2 siblings to share it with, one being 2.5 years younger than me, one being 11 years older than me, it gave a lot of variety in the situations that would happen in that bathroom. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. Also, my older sister is essentially a nudist. So, like, I'm pretty sure if she could be naked all the time, she would be. So,
more power to you, girl.
Yeah, we had to demand that she put on clothes at home because she would walk around naked. And I was like, hey, girl, I've got friends coming over. You've got to put on some clothes.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, my upbringing was like, I wasn't, like I could change around my mom, right? Because it was my mom. But like that would be the only person I would share like a dressing room with. Like I was the kind of kid who, again, religious upbringing, strict Hispanic mother, strict Hispanic single mother, if you know, you know. And I was the kid who like sometimes I would do it depending on what I was wearing and I could swing it. Like if it was like locker rooms, sometimes I would go change in the stall.
Yeah.
Or like at a pool locker room thing. I would go and change, or I would do like the towel trick and change under. Like other girls are like, whatever, girl. Yeah, girl. Girls, boobs. We all have it. And I'd be like, no, don't perceive me. Like I can't. And like even now, I am a little more comfortable with showing skin. Like I used to have a really hard time with like even a V-neck, even though I don't have the biggest boobies. But still, like I just feel like, oh, don't look at me. Right. I think it's great on other people. I'm like, yes, queen. Yeah. Wear as much or as little as you want. Pop off, diva. But I get so nervous. Like if I'm wearing shorts, I feel like everyone can see my bunghole. Like, so I have to wear like undershorts under dresses. Right. I have to wear like a second pair of something under my shorts or whatever because I feel weird. But I don't know what that tangent was about. Just thinking about how opposite people can be. Like your sister being the way that she is, that she can just be naked pants. Yeah. And you have to ask her. For me, it's like, oh my God, stop. Yeah. Don't look at my shoulders, ears, or ankles, please.
I feel like I'm the same way as you. I feel like growing up chubby, I really struggled with changing in front of other people. Like there were only certain people that I would change in front of. Like I had still to this day, we're lifelong best friends. But I would change in front of her. But like if we were over at her house, like doing like a swim thing or something, I wouldn't change in front of her and someone else. Like I would go into a different room or something. And like I had to really overanalyze the people I was around in order to feel comfortable. But like it wasn't like I was fully like 100% no. Like I would change in front of some people, but only if I felt like I could trust them to not judge my body. Hey girl, you're 11.
It sucks, right? Because I was about to say, I'm like 100% that. Like certain people, you know, you could change in front of. Like, because also same. I grew up. I personally still don't think, looking back at what was called chubby in my time. Yeah. We were just bullying kids, y'all. Yeah. Like there was no need for all that mess. But I was self-conscious about that. And I also have psoriasis, and my skin is not as bad now. Like right here, I can barely really see anything, but I have little spots. When I was younger, it was a lot more. And like kids would bully me and go,
oh, you have chicken pox? You're contagious.
And I'd be like, stop, I'm just itchy. That's so like mean. I couldn't help it. I got eczema. And that was, to be fair, another reason I didn't like going to the pool. Yeah. Because swimsuits show your skin, you know? So it's like weird.
What a concept.
But it's crazy. I was the same way. There were some people, like I said, maybe. And my mom, and sometimes in the locker room with like very few people that I knew were like minding their own business too. Yeah. But to just be like freeballing it, not till I joined the military. Yeah. Because there you're
kind of forced to
a bay with like 50 lem girls.
Yeah.
And we're all there for 8 weeks. Like,
And you've got
whether you
3
like to or
seconds
not.
to change into your outfit. Go.
Yeah, we all have to shower. And especially when you're at a bath or like your bathroom bay or whatever, there's like 20 showers, but only like 3 of them worked.
Yeah.
Like, you get intimate. It's not a good time. So it's a lot better now. But now that I have the option, even now, I can be a little shy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm looser than I once was.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if I don't have to expose myself too much, I'm like, oh, don't perceive me.
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't.
I'm
I think
kind of the
sometimes
same way, though.
it's empowering sometimes with some women who are like, I don't care. And then just kind of, I'm like, yeah, girl. I think I'd like to find a happy medium of that.
Yeah.
But we'll see this summer when I cover up and I'm sweating bullets and still don't uncover
Right.
because someone might make fun of my chicken pox arms.
I love your chicken pox arms. They're so cute. I've seen them in person and they're great. So.
Thanks. Thanks.
So that is our period stories and your Pap
Yeah.
Smear story. Is there anything else you
Oh my God.
is there anything else you want to talk about in this specific pod episode?
About periods?
Yeah. Or about just being a woman in general. I mean, we can share some stories. We can give some advice. I don't think younger
Yeah.
people are going to be watching this, but hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take a little vape break.
You're okay.
But
Do
yeah,
you want me to cut those or no?
if we need to cut it for time, yeah. If
Okay.
you want to keep them in and we have the time for it, I don't care.
Okay,
Sure.
just making sure because I didn't know how you felt about it. I would say, honestly, I didn't have girl friends like that
Yeah.
for real till I was older. And life's hard when you're young and a teenager and going through all the changes. It's difficult, and sometimes girls are the most vicious. But if you find a good girlfriend,
Yeah.
and you find a good community of girls, stick to your squad, dude. It's so
Yeah.
helpful to have that community of people to talk about periods with, to talk
Yeah.
about crap like that with. Like, hey, I had a women's health appointment and it went like this.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not normal. Because there isn't. Like you mentioned earlier, we don't always have the best information. While we have more now than we did maybe when I was younger, or
Yeah.
less now than we will in the future. Who knows? Hopefully. It's good to talk. It's
Yeah.
good to talk to girls, talk to each other, anyone, educate anyone. The guys, learn about it. If
They
you
should.
want to marry a lady, or if you
Plan on
wanna
ever
have
having kids, because you could have
that-
a daughter and she
'cause
could
you can
go
have a
through that.
daughter. Or just to be empathetic person. You probably have female friends, whatever. It's not a bad thing to know about, you know? Educate yourself, take care of yourself. It's not gross. Periods
human
are freaking
health.
normal. It's normal, and the pink tax is bullshit, and I feel strongly about that.
Can we talk about that? The pink tax.
Yeah, go for it.
Why should I have to pay more to go through something I never decided I wanted to go through in the first place?
Right.
I never got a questionnaire in the mail. I never got the choice. I was
Excuse me, would you like to bleed out your kuka once a
Yeah.
month? Check yes or no.
like, no, thank you. I think I'm all good. I think I'm all caught up on
Yeah.
that. I'm good. But like, why do I now have to pay a bunch of money, not only for the product, but now I have to pay an extra crazy tax on the product because society says that I have to, first of all, cover up. Second of all, can't bleed all over myself. Third of all, keep it cute and dainty, and I have to smell like daisies. And it has to come in pink packaging because I'm a woman. Why?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And
Yeah,
I don't think we're angry
hard.
enough about it.
No.
I don't think we're
If you,
angry enough
You look
about
at
it.
other communities, other societies. It's interesting. Some people can take days off because they're having really bad menstrual cramps.
Yeah.
In some countries, they actually give a shit.
Where? Not here.
Like, it's crazy.
Isn't it like Sweden or something? Like, I'm
Something
pretty
like
sure they
that.
have like
Let me fact
certain
check it,
days.
y'all.
I don't know, but like I've
all
never
kinds of
ever understood that.
Make it accessible too.
But
Like make it accessible. How come where there's not
well, I know the how
pads
come.
and tampons and even the
I know the how
cheapest.
come. They don't care about women. That's really the root of everything. Is they don't care.
No, wait, really.
We
yeah.
are vessels to reproduce, and that's it. Unfortunately. So yeah, they'll tax us. And they'll keep on taxing us, and they'll slap labels on things that they say that we need that we really don't. And we'll just keep paying and paying and paying to live the miserable life that is having a period.
And if you do want to take a couple of days of paid leave off for some menstrual pain, let me name a couple of countries you can do that with.
Yeah, please.
Countries with menstrual leave policies. Spain, the first European nation to enact this. They grant 3 to 5 days of paid leave per month for severe menstrual pain. That's one.
I think I'm moving to Spain. Continue. Keep going.
Yeah. Japan. Since 1947, female employees can take unpaid time off as needed.
Oh, unpaid?
Compensation is up to the individual employer.
Okay.
I don't know what that looks like. South Korea, employees are entitled to 1 day of unpaid leave per month. Employers who refuse this leave face legal penalties. Taiwan, they can take 1 day per month or up to 3 per year. That's kind of annoying.
What?
These days,
3 per year?
Like, how many
periods do you think we have?
That's not really that helpful at all, is it? These days are paid at 50% of the employee's salary. Indonesia, option for 2 days of paid menstrual leave per month. However, many companies disregard this mandate. Zambia, known locally as Mother's Day, this law grants women 1 day off per month without needing a doctor's note or prior notice. So basically, it really is just Spain.
Wow.
That is hooking up folks. A doctor's notice required, but yeah, basically being a girl is really difficult, lemon difficult. And if the world could just like be nicer about it,
right,
that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be really nice, actually.
Like, hey, we didn't ask for all that.
No, not one bit.
You know, and in high school, I the only times my mom would actually maybe let me take a day off from school would be when I was like, hey, Mom, I'm hemorrhaging. I think I'm gonna die. I would have to go to work with her, but at least I didn't have to go to school and deal with like people, you know, like not really. So I don't know. What all can you say? Periods suck bunghole. Thanks for nothing, Eve.
Yeah. Thanks, girl. Really appreciate that one.
Thanks. Hope that apple was freaking delish. I don't know.
Really hope it was worth it, girl. Yeah. I don't know what else we want to talk about, really.
I guess, I mean, if you're up for it, we could get into our segment of the week.
Yeah.
I would say top 5 go-to like period snacks, foods, whatevers.
Okay.
Take it away.
Something that kind of brings a little bit of joy at a terrible time of month. So I think maybe the first one for me, not really like a snack, more so like a meal I gravitate more towards when I'm on my period. I really, really, really love pizza when I'm on my period specifically. I love pizza on my period. Something about the grease, something about the cheese, the warmth. I don't know. It's just very comforting. Yeah, big old fat, greasy slice of pizza. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4.
Okay.
I don't know. Sue me.
I'm digging it. Are we doing top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can say all yours or we can go back and forth.
No. Go ahead. Because I have to think of my other ones because I did not write any down.
Well, I can tell you like honestly off the rip, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
I love bread, cheese, chocolate, soup,
Yeah.
and ice cream. Those are my 5 food categories on my period.
Right.
I'll eat other things, but soup, love a good soup, makes the tummy
Do you have
warm,
a
is
specific
delish.
one that you like specifically only crave like on your period or near that time?
To be fair, I'm a soup girly.
Yeah.
But it depends on what I'm looking for. So
Yeah.
there's not like specific ones, but it depends on how I'm feeling, like what time of day it is.
Yeah.
Like if it's the weekend, if I can find a good like menudo somewhere, I will get that. If it's something I need now, I need a soup now, and it's old trusty.
Yeah.
I will get. It used to be broccoli cheddar from Panera, but
Right.
now it is the wild rice chicken soup. Oh, love that.
I've never had that.
Or bless you. I don't know if y'all heard Lizzie sneeze. That, or I really, really love a sopa de res, or caldo de res, depending on where you're from. Delish.
Yeah.
I put my homies on. They know what's up.
She did. It's incredible.
If you're sick, if you're on your period, if it's cold, if it's hot, if you're sad, if you're mad, if you're happy, that soup will.
It is. It's the
well made.
It's
So
the
good.
most comforting soup I've ever had, ever.
And then you just get in a little blanket and
Yeah.
you watch a little Telemundo,
Ah.
okay? Or whatever you want to watch.
Yeah.
I, at least like, I just freaking love it. I love a little soup. And then chocolate, any
Yeah.
kind of chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm not picky. And bread. I
Yeah.
love a good bread. Bread and butter. Butter.
Hmm.
Ice cream in the middle of the nighttime
Yeah.
when I'm not feeling too good and my tum is hurting. A little spoon of ice cream.
Yeah.
Or if you're hip, a little small pint, you put it in a mug. You warm up the mug first, and then it gets soft on the outside, and then you use a spoon. Can you tell? Yeah, I'll be big back in.
She's not new to this. She's true to this, folks.
I've been about it.
Wow.
And there's one thing about me is I don't just talk about it. I am about it.
Yeah.
Okay? And I get in there.
Yeah.
I loves a snack. Loves a snack.
My God. Well,
Anyway, I'm very passionate. Please, carry on with
I
yours.
don't-
I just spieled mine
no,
out.
no, I love. I had to think about mine for a second, because my period is so irregular. So it's kind of hard to think like, what do I eat?
Low-key
once
jelly.
every-
I know it's not fun.
Yeah.
I know it's not fun to not get it.
Well,
but,
because like
I'd
I
love to
also
not
get like I get like a ghost period. So like even though I don't get it like every 4 weeks, I still get like the symptoms and just
Oh,
without
yeah,
the bleeding. And then when I do bleed, it's
Ouch.
not regular once I start bleeding. Anyways, we don't have to go into the TMI parts of it, but it's not the same.
No, you're good. Ain't no TMI. We all got hoo-ha's.
Hey,
Well, not all of us.
yeah, not all of us. But I would say, and it's hard too because everything I'm not supposed to eat, I crave on my period. I'm gluten intolerant and I'm lactose intolerant, and all I want is gluten and lactose. I love a good bread, like you said. Oh my God. I could take a whole French bread loaf
Yeah.
with some butter and just eat
Yeah.
the whole entire thing. Ice cream, I love ice cream.
Yeah.
I am a big ice cream person. Brownies, I've been making brownies recently. Oh my God.
Put a little ice cream on top of that, little caramel, little fudge.
Don't get me
Darby.
started.
Oh,
Oh my God. I
a
love,
little cobbler. If I know
Yeah.
there's a cobbler nearby with a little vanilla ice cream, don't flirt with me.
can I be honest? I don't think I've ever had a
Yeah.
cobbler that I liked. But maybe it's because I've been going the wrong places.
It could be. But a good peach cobbler
Yeah.
with a nice little vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah. It sounds good. I've never gotten to experience the oh my God of it.
We're going to have to change that.
Yeah, 100%. I'm so
I'm going to do
down.
some research on your city.
Okay, period. Please let me know. I love dark chocolate. I love all chocolates, but like dark chocolate, me and her go way back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm not like a big soup girl, but the one that you put me on to, of course, 100%.
Chili? Are you
I'm not.
chili?
My
Chowder?
fiance, my
Stew.
partner, he makes a good Tex-Mex chili with
Yum.
chicken sausage. Oh my God. It's incredible. It's so good. But like I don't crave it specifically on my period. I just kind of like crave it randomly. But it's
Yeah.
so good.
Do you guys like pho?
I don't think Travis has ever had pho.
Y'all have to try that because
Okay.
and I know you just said you're not a soup girl, but that's another one actually.
Well,
just think about if I'm
I love
sick.
ramen. I'm a big ramen girl. But I've never
Ramen's yum.
I've never had specifically pho.
Yeah.
But I'm down to try it. I'm always down to try it.
Yeah. So good.
I need to.
I'll try anything once.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll try anything once. But yeah, I don't know what else I gravitate to. Oh, I think just candy. I've got a sweet tooth and it's really, really bad, but like on my period, I like kind of just tell myself like, hey girl,
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. You're going through it. You're kind of dying a little bit. You're kind of bleeding out a little bit. So I think you can afford to have a little bit of sugar.
Yes.
So
I co-sign that big time.
yeah, so I'll reach for some candies. I like the nerd ropes. I love a good nerd rope.
Okay.
Oh my god. The Airhead Extreme strips.
Ooh, how do you feel about a gummy?
I'm okay with a gummy. It depends on the gummy. Like I love gummy worms. Love them.
Yeah.
The what are they called? The gold package of Haribo.
Yeah.
Those gummy bears. But I only like those because my mom. They're really not good. They're tough as shit and they break my teeth.
They are tough.
But they remind me of my mom. So I'm like,
no, I get it.
I guess I'll eat them.
The flavor makes up for the texture.
Yeah.
If you ever had the Coca-Cola bottle ones,
Oh my god, no.
Haribo.
No.
They taste great, but they take 2 business days to chew.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are good. Albanese.
Ooh, I
Get on
know
that.
I know what I crave on my period. And I need no judgment. This is a safe space.
We listen and we don't judge.
I crave an Arby's roast beef burger dipped in Arby's sauce and their cheese sauce, curly fries, and a Jamocha shake. Oh my god.
I can get behind the curly fries and Jamocha shake. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a big sandwich person or anything at Arby's, but I will stop to get the fries.
Yeah.
I will get an 8 count of the jalapeno poppers. Okay. And then a Jamocha shake.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jalapeno poppers, even cold in the middle of the night over the sink like a raccoon.
Oh, I've never had them.
Delish.
And like, listen, I eat that. I crave it. I go get it. I eat it. And then I want to say 2 hours later, I'm shitting it all back up. I'm shitting it all back up. But I had a ball when I was eating it.
Yeah, because hot girls have IBS.
Oh my god. Listen, I'll die on that hill. Hot girls have stomach issues.
Yeah. I have to smell coffee. And I might as well have gotten a colonic.
I can hear that you're planning to make coffee tomorrow morning and my stomach starts rumbling.
I'm so serious. Like, there is something about going into a coffee shop. I haven't even drank it yet. And I'm like,
I gotta go. I
hope nobody's in there. Oh.
Is there a stall open? Please tell me. And I need one of those bathrooms that's just the one person. You close the door, you lock it, and the coffee shop has to have like super loud music because I'm tearing it up.
Yeah. Like, people are annoyed when I come out.
I want the loud music for y'all, not for me. I want it for y'all because every time I walk into one of those places, you're all going to walk out
traumatized.
There's that, but if I can't hold it, I just got to pull the drop and flush strat. You know what I mean?
I don't.
The timing.
No, I don't even care about that. I've had IBS. I've had IBS for so long. Listen,
I be shitting is what I call it.
I be shitting, and guess what? Sometimes I don't have time for any of that. And when I do have time for it, I'm not caring. I don't care. I don't care.
Fair. If it's small and quiet, I'm trying to just like do a public service. But if like I'm at a department store or just like a big store, there's several stalls, it's fine.
No,
I'm gonna go in because that's what it's for.
I'll be at a Buc-ee's just telling everybody my business. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I'm playing videos out loud.
Oh, I don't even bother. I think that to me, I would be more embarrassed if I was watching a TikTok out loud than if I was blowing that porcelain seat off of the bowl.
You do not want to go into a public restroom with me. If I need to get comfortable, I will. If I don't have headphones, okay, I'll put it on low. You're going to hear it, though. You're going to hear it, and you might hear a little, because I'm taking snaps, sending it to my wife, talking about, pooping, you know where I be, or whatever. Like,
it happens.
It is what it is.
You got to get comfortable. I'm just saying, like, my comfortability, I would be more embarrassed, like, watching a video.
be.
Especially because I've tried it in the past and it feels like every time I'm using the bathroom, my phone knows and it decides to play incredibly embarrassing audios on purpose. And I'm like, oh my God.
I love that.
You've got to be kidding me. So I gave up on it. I was like, I'm not doing this. This is too embarrassing. Everybody's hearing more of my business via my TikTok For You page than they are with what's going on behind me in the exit row, if you will. So I gave up on that a long time ago. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I don't have time. I don't have energy. I really don't care. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
And that's on period.
Hey, I like that.
Hey, you see how I circle back? You like that?
Well, thank you guys so much for watching.
It's been a freaking blast.
It's been a blast. We're going to go bleed out now. So appreciate you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Happy Shark Week, friends. Thanks for tuning in.
Drop sure
us
to
your period story or whatever.
Yeah. Make sure to give Aunt Flo a big old kiss for us.
Yeah. Love you, Flo. Your insurance sucks.
Bye, Flo.
Right. Bye, Flo. Love.